It's not that I don't want you here. Yeah. It's something about the way you say it to my eyes.
Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. It's Ashley Dior here, back again with another video. So today, if you can tell, I know it's been long overdue. I know y'all been blowing my head about it. It is an updated makeup tutorial. I'm so excited to be giving you guys this. And make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed to this channel. But if you want to see how I got this look, make sure you keep watching. I love you guys so much, and see you guys on the next side. Bye babies. Mwah. Okay babes, the first thing that I like to start off with is my primer. I love this primer. It's really good for people with oily skin or get cakey fast. I do get laugh lines and like creases really fast, so I do love this product. So I'm going to start with a clean wash face, and I'm going to start with my primer. So I just do it like, give myself like 4 temples, and then I just rub it in. So now that that is done, I like to start off with my brows. I kind of work my way down, but I like to start with my brows. I'm going to take my Nars concealer. This is in the shade Mandy, and I just conceal my brows. I don't like when my brows are too bold, so that's why I do this. You definitely can skip this part if you don't mind, but I don't like my eyebrows looking like that. I like it to be really natural and like effortless, just really natural. That's my go-to, so I just start with that. So right now I'm looking a bit crazy, but we're going to take our we're gonna take our beauty blender and we're going to blend that in. So you're gonna have something like this. After that, I like to just brush my eyebrows. So sometimes during this process, if I need to groom my brows, I will. I just use a razor, or like, yeah, like a razor like this. Sorry. Like a razor like this, and I just clean it up. But I like to at least have like an outline of my brows before I do that. So right now this one's giving like a very much straight, and this one isn't, so that one's gonna be really arched, but our goal is to match the two. I love to go in with my Anastasia DIPBROW. I love this product so much. This is in the shade dark brown. If you guys don't catch anything I'm saying, everything will be linked down below. So I love using this with my Anastasia spoolie. So it comes with the brush too. So basically we're gonna go ahead and start on our brows. So for the brows, I don't do too much talking because I do really like to focus on my brows. And honestly, as you watch me, you can just grab onto it. I like to start with my bottom first, and then I'll connect them with the top. And then you'll just see it's just going to be really like, it will talk for itself, honestly. I'm sorry if it looks kind of weird because I am looking straight. It's because my mirror is straight and the lens is right here. I'm trying to put it on top, but then I won't see it. So we're gonna start on the brows. So now it looks like this one's more arched, so when we're concealing, we're gonna fix that part because I have to groom them first. I just want to show you guys how I do the beginning of my brows. I don't fill it in. I just make little lines to make it really natural, and I don't put any more product on the brush. I just use the residue and then I just fill it in like that. And then I don't really fill in my brows because, like I said, at the end, this whole process will make sense. Okay, so you should have something like this. One of these eyebrows is not trying to work with me. Like, this is giving more arch and this is giving more slight. So when we conceal, we can definitely fix that part. I'm going to take my razor and just clean it up. I'm just do it simply like this. Okay, babe, so now that I'm done with my brows, I cleaned them up. We're going to start concealing, babe. So basically, I like to use a Nars concealer. This is in the shade walnut. I was trying to remember without looking at it. This is in the shade walnut. I really like using this for concealing my brows. So kind of the same way as like how I use the DIPBROW. I like to go in and do the bottom first and then start at the top, and I like to make little lines in the brow to give it like that really nice natural like spaces. It'll all make sense when I do it. So let's start. Now your eyebrows should be looking something like this. I know like you're talking like we're probably like, what's she gonna do right here, because it's giving very much boxy. So what I like to do is I take a little bit of concealer, that same shade that you use to conceal your brows. You can use that to do this part as well. So just take a little bit. You can like put it on your hand and see how much it is, but you don't want it to be too much. You want it to be very light. And what I like to do is I just make little lines like this in my brow. I make little lines in my brow, and basically it just gives me that naturalness that I look for in the brow, so it's not too deep. It just looks so much better. So just look at this compared to this. It's much lighter. It looks so much more natural. It's just giving what it was supposed to get. So I'm gonna do the same one on this. I'm gonna do the same thing on this brow. And it is definitely okay if you mess up, because if you do mess up, what you can do is just color it back in with the pomade. Like sometimes I can do too much and I'll be like, it's too light, and then I just fill it in with the pomade again. So just like that, we're done with our brows. It's giving brows. It's looking really good. So now we're going to move on to our eyelids. I like to use the same shade that I use to contour, not contour, but conceal my brows. I am just going to conceal my lids. So this is the first time in a long time I haven't had eyelash extensions. So it does get a bit easier, but it does kind of make the process a little longer, because usually it doesn't take me long to do my makeup at all, because the glue doesn't have to dry. I don't have to put strips on. I just move on to the next part after I conceal my lids. But I'm gonna show you guys how I get my lashes to look the same as individuals by stacking them. Iguacu taught me this, so shout outs to her. But yeah, I'm just going to blend this in. So after that, I do that. I'm going to set my lids with my Fenty powder. This is my Fenty powder. This is in the shade Honey. I love this. I've been using it since I started makeup. Pretty much I was using Laura Mercier. I still do have her powder. I just use that under my eyes. I really like this because it's really easy to blend in, and it was just really beginner friendly for me, because I feel like with the Laura Mercier, I wasn't blending right. So it would be so ashy and it did not look good. But when I got something a little bit more my color and I start practicing with that, then I could, like, that's how I operated. Like, I moved up and all that stuff. So I'm gonna bake my lids. There's something in mine. So after that, I like to just blend everything in. I usually don't bake my lids for too long. I just put it on and take it off, because we're moving on. So I like to, this is like my everyday go-to makeup that I always do. I did incorporate a little bit more stuff, and then just got better overall, because at first, y'all, my eyebrows used to be so thick. Now going back looking at it, I just be like, why didn't nobody tell me, like, what is going on? So obviously that changed, and also a lot of my makeup, some of them, my makeup is the same, but some of them has changed, and just the way I do everything, just always, it's just supposed to get better. So this is an updated everyday makeup tutorial. So I go in with my Subculture Anastasia palette. I go in with this shade fudge. I use this all the time, especially when the fall time came and I just wanted like a nude kind of smoky eye, or just something cute to kind of make my eyes pop a bit, because I just got tired of never having eyeshadow on and it's just that same basic look. So I just do that to kind of, I don't know, just bring some attention to my lids. But basically I just take a little bit and I just focus on the corner of my eyelid. This is so much easier when you don't have eyelash extensions on, but I just blend inward. So I'm just gonna bring all of that in and just keep blending. So now babes, you get something like this. It's really subtle but giving you a pop. So that's what I like to go for. Now I don't know if I should just go in with my lashes. So basically I just picked these up at the beauty supply store. A lot of people ask me like, what lashes do you wear? I usually get individuals, so I just try and pick something similar. So I got these at my local beauty salon store. I'm going to stack them. So basically I'm just going to remove it from the packaging. So guys, basically how you do it is this is a lash, and basically you put it on top of another lash and you press it down, and then you're gonna glue it. So that's what stacking lashes is, to give you that nice, well, that's how I do it. Different people do it differently, but basically that's all it is. So you kind of see the difference. It's not a big difference, but it just gives me more wispiness, and that's what I love to go for when I do my lashes. So I just take something that's not as thick, because if you have too thick, I mean, it's like double thick, but I just like it really wispy, so I don't go crazy with it now. So yeah, you just play with it, you put it on. After that you take the whole thing off. So I'm taking the whole thing off together, and then this is how it looks. So it looks really fluffy and thick, and I love that. Okay, now that we got the lashes figured out and everything, I'm going to take them, because I put the glue on them so they can be tacky. I'm not a pro at this. I hate putting it on strips, and after you haven't done it in a while, it takes some time, so nobody come for me. So let me get close so I can see what I'm doing. I hope these are all right, because it's giving.
Okay guys, so when I was going back editing this video, I did notice that I did not put on my lashes right, because the beginning pieces of the lashes were not taped on. That just goes to show you that I do not wear strips, and I was just kind of giving you guys an idea. Don't worry, I did not go out and on a regular day I was going out, I would check for it, but I just wanted to put that out there so nobody comes for me, baby. I can't help it. It's just something. It's just, I don't know.
So just like that, we're going to move. So we're done with our eyes and our eyebrows. We're going to move down to our foundation. I love using, this is the Nars Radiance foundation. I love this foundation so much. It's really lightweight and it builds up to coverage. I love this product. This is in the shade, this, I do not know how to pronounce this. This is the shade. I will link everything down below. Now with foundations, I've had to play around with them so much because the first time like I get foundation, I love it, it looks good, but then I will keep using it and it will just get really orange or really just not matching my neck. But this foundation, I really like it. This is not my first time using it, but it is my new pickups that I got, because at first I used to use New Caledonia and that was too orange for my skin, and I saw when I did videos or stuff like that, I would see the difference, but it was my mom's shade, so I gave it to her. But yeah, we're gonna put it on. I like just pumping. I don't know why I always pump twice here. I usually just look at my darker side and just pump, but it's just, I don't know why I'm just stuck doing that. It's no like reason why I do that. I just like doing that. Then I go in with my Fenty brush. This is the foundation brush and I'm just going to blend all of this in. Now we're done with the foundation. We are going to start contouring and highlighting. I'm so excited for this part because this is my favorite part. So I did pick up a new concealer. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is in the shade 17. I think it's all called Magic Touch concealer. So this is in the shade 17. This is my first time using it. I went to Sephora with Kelly and we were trying out like concealers, and I was talking to one of their makeup people. I want something bright for my under eye. I do usually use e.l.f., but it does kind of give me like an ashy look and I don't really like this. So this is our first time going in with that product. So we're gonna see how it looks. I'm kind of scared to use it because if he didn't understand what I was trying to say, it's not going to give the look that I want it to give off. And I am going to go back in with a lighter foundation. I mean, not foundation, but concealer. But if he did understand the assignment, then we'll see. He said we don't even have to put too much. So I just do that and then I go up. Because he said if I go up with, if I did a different shade which was higher, it was gonna give me that ashy look, and I hate that ashy look. That's why I wanted it, but this just gives me kind of like a facelift. That's why I do it like this. Put a bit more. Let's We're gonna see how this looks, y'all. I'm kind of scared, but I'm gonna blend with my chin first. But what I do really love about this product is that it's really creamy. It's really nice. And I actually do like it. This is really pretty. It's really subtle and it just goes. It's, wow. Let me find out. Okay, hold on. Like it, it's nice, but it's definitely not as bright as I want it to be, so I am gonna go in with my this is the e.l.f. concealer. This is in the shade neutral tan, so I'm just gonna put that in there just to let my under eye pop. So this is the part where I start contouring. I love contouring with the Fenty Beauty Matchsticks. I love this. I use this in the shade Espresso. So after right after I'm done just doing my blending and everything else, I just go in with my contour, and I do it high because I want to give that facelift kind of flow, so just like that. And then I do my nose, even though my nose kind of already look contoured. We're just gonna put some more on, and I have like a little cute little dimple. I like to define that. Girl, if I don't define my jawbone, I don't know who I am. So I really love doing that. And then that's all I do for contouring. I don't really like contouring my forehead because it be getting all up in the lace and it just don't be giving. So I'm going to go back in with the Anastasia because usually I just do this part different, but I'm just going to do this part so it can really pop that contour. And then we're gonna start blending. I'm gonna blend this part first, and then I'm gonna move it to my contour. And I do use that same beauty blender just because it just makes everything go together for me.
One thing
So now I'm gonna go in with, I'm not gonna use this, I'm gonna use something a bit brighter because I like to contour the hell out of my nose. I love when it's really, really narrow. It just gives me that really lift snatch face. So I'm just gonna make this really thin. And I'm gonna use this to blend it out to keep it thin. So just like that, guys, we are ready to bake, baby. So like I said, I like to use my Laura Mercier for under my eyes. Also, you want to contour the top of your lip. I forgot, not contour, but highlight. So now that everything's blended, I'm gonna go in with my Laura Mercier. This is the translucent powder. I love using this under my eye. So we're going to start. So I use the Laura Mercier on the parts that I want to be the brightest, and then I'm going to use my Fenty set-in powder for this part. So now that I'm done baking, I'm going to go in with my Anastasia. I'm gonna get that really quickly. I'm going to go in with my Anastasia bronzer. This is in the shade Mahogany. I love this. I've been using this ever since I started bronzing or knew about bronzing. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that and
I look at you, I feel something tell me that you're the kind of guy that I should make a move on. And if I do let you know, then I won't be for real. I could be wrong, but I feel like something could be going on.
And then I like to chisel out my nose with a different brush just so I'm neat and what made me sing it.
With what you going through, I wanna be down with you.
And after that, I'm going to brush away all of my baking. I don't bake for long, if you can tell.
With what you going through, I wanna be down with you.
So just like that. Next, I'm going to use my Morphe setting spray. I love this stuff. It just makes my face and makeup just sit fresh, just really nice. And I love how it's a misty spray and you can hold it as long as you want. I love it. I'm running out. I do need to get some more, but this is the step that you don't want to miss. gets to this part, I go back in and I just make sure everything is just, this is like my final blend, just to make sure everything is blended in together. It just looks really good. Now we're gonna move on to blush, lips, and we'll be done. So now I'm going to go in with my eyeliner. I'm going to just be using this old Bobbi Brown eyeliner that I got from my mom. Well, I stole from my mom actually. And I'm just going to underline.
Keep it just like before. Times when I never even thought to speak. Don't wanna tell you what it is. Oh wait, that's so serious. Got me thinking just too much.
Okay, after that, I'm going to use a bit of mascara to get the bottom lashes going.
Is this one thing that caught me slipping? Is this one thing I want to admit it? Is this one thing and I was so with it? Is this one thing you did? Hey, we don't know each other well, so why I keep thinking of myself? Memories just keep ringing bells. Your voices I don't wanna understand. I keep watching the
So we did the under eyes, the lids. We're gonna move on to blush. We're gonna just move down. So we're gonna do blush and highlights. I like to go in with my bronzing brush and just get a little bit of blush. This blush is from Nars. This is in the shade Torrid. I like this. It's really soft and just cute, super cute.
This one thing you did. I can deny, try it, but let me do what I keep on seeing you. I'm hoping you can keep the secret. Babe, what you did, this one thing that got me tripping.
Next, we're gonna go in with the highlight. This is a Fenty Trophy Wife. This is my favorite highlight. I just like using it just to bring out the cheeks, you know, bring out the girls, bring them out a little bit. But I really like doing my nose because it really just makes it pop. I don't really care too much for highlight anywhere else, but it has to bring out my nose. So I'm gonna go in with this brush so I'm really precise. And I'm gonna do what it's called exclamation point on your nose. So you're just going to do it right here and then continue right here. And when you like are taking a picture or video, that just pops. It just gives you that really nice narrow nose you're looking for.
It's just one thing that got me tripping. This one thing you saw made me feeling. It's this one thing you did. It's this one thing that caught me slipping. It's this one thing I want to admit it. This one thing and I was so with it. It's this one thing.
For the lips. And now, Mama Magrella, to the most requested out of this whole makeup tutorial, my lip combination. So this is a new pencil. I use the pencil Makeup Forever in the shade dark brown. I love this lip liner. It's the bomb. So what I do is I overline my lips, not too much, but just right there. So I'm gonna start
Around me, so let me know what it's gonna be. I don't plan on getting no sleep. While we doing nothing, moving too fast. Candy paint with the windows all black, seats creme brulee. What they gon' say? With the top down, screaming money in it.
And when you overline your lips, you you can feel right where it's supposed to be. It won't be hard to keep the pencil in the line if you're overlining correctly. So it's super easy to do. That's like one tip I could give to you guys. If it is just falling into that area, then you're doing it right. I'm gonna go in with the old one because this is like a thin end, and this gives me like
when we one-on-one, looking at us cause we going dumb. We on the same wave, you the same way. You know I'll be down to fist with you. Where we going, baby? What's the...
So now I'm at this part. I'm gonna take a flat brush like this, and I'm gonna go in with my Nars concealer, and I'm going to conceal my lips. So basically just making sure it's really sharp and giving.
So be on it. Boy, I got 5, you know so live. Tell me when to go, baby, when we gon' slide, baby, when we gon' slide. Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide. Hey, up all night, when we gon' slide. Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide.
Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blend it.
My bitch in the apron, booty all out cooking bacon. Orange juice and case we drinking. I only come out when the stars out.
So just like that, bada bada boom. And come in closer, y'all. Come in closer. So this is the secret. Everybody's just been trying to find out. The secret is it's the plumping gloss. So I love this plumping gloss, y'all. It's by e.l.f. This is in the shade Pink Cosmo. I always try and use Pink Cosmo, but they do have other shades and they do all the same thing, same formula for plumping, but this just gives the fullness of the lips. Like it's just beginning.
Sunrise, so be on it. Boy, I got 5, you know so live. Tell me when to go, baby, when we gon' slide, baby, when we gon' slide. Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide. Hey, up all night, when we gon' slide.
You want to give it a second to just settle and set in with your lips. Now babes, we're done with the look. You just let the lips sit and just it gives what it's supposed to give. So I'm gonna do my hair and show you guys the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, this is the final look, babes. It's giving what it was supposed to give. So yeah, I'm just feeling myself a little too much, but I haven't had a middle part since God knows when. But I'm really excited to see how this look turns out. Thank you guys so much. If you made it this far, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and see you guys in the next video. Bye, babies. Mwah.
Make things clear. I fall for you every time I try to resist you.